In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the latest Virtual Elite FPL show with myself, Stevo. Well, I'll be running through last night's games. I'll be just looking back at everything, basically, because what a night. And I'm going to start with this. I am going to be starting with this, which I advise everybody that didn't watch last night's show, or tuned in, or listened on the replay, to watch the last 5 minutes of the total of this clip, because this clip here, I personally think, sums up everything about me and Jason, how seriously we take games like this. So everybody, just listen in or watch the screen. This was on something that I just quickly edited together after a certain player, Aubameyang, didn't get the double-digit return that everybody was expecting. Here we go. This was Jason last night.
What price? Oh my. What is this? What is this game?
Yeah, that was a man who had just... Right, so to give you the context of how I personally listen/view our content, or in fact just virtually FPL content full stop, because I have to listen to it the following day, and it's usually approximately like 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning when I'm at work. So 99 times out of 100, I'll watch the first like 10 minutes at home, and then I'll listen to the rest of it. Well, when it came to the Arsenal versus Bournemouth, who were they playing again? Southampton. I'm not going to lie. After last night's shenanigans, I will get into that in a minute. I was absolutely going into panic mode thinking, what's Aubameyang done? Because the reason why I went into panic mode is because I noticed that the video had still like 15 minutes to go. I'm thinking, huh? Hold on a minute here. We're on the last game. Oh, God. I'm laughing because I know what happened, but I honestly was thinking he's gone and got a brace, hasn't he? He's got a hat-trick and Jason's celebrating or something, because this game isn't going to be going on for a further 15 minutes. Something's happened. And then obviously I find out, like with every single game on Virtually FPL, was the final game, because as Jason alluded to, the whole planet decides to click on the button, run simulation or jump to full time. That obviously the game can't handle it. So the game crashed. And Jason, I mean, it was so lovely to hear somebody going through the same stresses, like he mentioned, as I do. When the tech crashes, the only difference is that Jason knows how to fix it. I don't have a flaming clue. So anyhow, once he announced this, I'm thinking, oh God, thank God for that. The game's crashed. But, hold on a minute here, as Jason kept commentating on, oh dear, people are going to know what the result is, because they can then log in themselves and everything. Because obviously Jason does all the commentary and it's brilliant. So anyway, as the game's going through and stuff, obviously we then find out that it's 3-1 to Southampton, and I was loving it. I was laughing my head off, because I just felt so happy that I was justified. The people, again, Manchester Reds, you saying that, essentially saying that what I was saying was a load of nonsense regarding Aubameyang is unreliable. I wasn't meaning that. I mean that at the moment, he's just out of form. He's just getting single-digit returns. And I think people captaining him, it was a safety option. But I think if you're wanting to think that Aubameyang is going to get a double-digit return as of late, it's just not happening. There are better options out there. And I was smiling. I was like, Steve-O kind of proven right again. Kind of. And it was also the fact that in my head, because Jason had gone through various teams in the mini-league, i.e. Anurag, that I was thinking, oh, blimey, hold on a minute here. Anurag's captained Aubameyang. I then had to work out, if Aubameyang does this, then that means he's going to go this amount of points ahead of me, blah, 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 blah. We'll get onto that in a minute. And he only got the one goal. And I was smiling. I was happy about it. And that ending Jason did, it's like it all fitted perfectly together. I don't know if he deliberately put up that somber music or not. But when he's essentially about to do he's rage transferring Aubameyang out, I was just like, this is gold dust. Because you can see the bloke on camera legitimately angry. I'm laughing because I nearly swore then. It's just such fantastic TV. You don't get it anywhere. And to see Jason legitimately fuming at the fact that his captain failed, it's like I'm actually watching me on screen. I now understand like why everybody loves my reactions. And I absolutely love Jason's reactions when it's this legitimate kind of like, oh, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this game. And then, of course, it looks like he's going to rage transfer Aubameyang out. Please do it. But yeah, it was just gold dust. And that last it's about 3 minutes, the last 3 minutes of last night's live stream. Just watch it for that, because the context of it is just absolute superb viewing for me anyway. Because like I say, I was wondering what on earth's going on here. And then as I just I took my phone out and I was like, and that music, just fitted beautifully to what was going on, and the fact that he just didn't say anything to say goodbye and stuff was excellent. So yeah, a fantastic ending to last night's show, and boy oh boy, what a bloody game week we had last night. What a game week we had last night. And I'll just quickly bring up on screen now what I did. I don't normally like doing this. I find it quite boring, to be honest with you. But I'm just going to quickly go over it just quite quickly because we are discussing last night. It's just the simple fact that I just highly find it frustrating that I appear to do really, really well, yet I still seem to get red arrows in the blasted mini-league. I don't understand how when my differentials seem to do well. But last night I got 74 points. My big hitters were Alonso, Egan coming out with a goal. When I heard that Gross had scored, I was just like, I knew it. I said it on the predictions. I said 2-0 to Sheffield United. Sheffield United are always guaranteed to get a clean sheet at home, and that's probably going to mean a 2-2 draw tonight. What happened? It ended, was it 1-1 in the end? Yeah, very frustrating. But Egan getting me the goal, unbelievable. So yeah, 11 points from him. Salah, I captained him in the end. I did go for it, and then I found out that he was taken off after 66 minutes. So while I was listening to the stream and I heard that when it was 3-0, I'm thinking, oh, here we go. Maybe Salah's going to get in the points here. Maybe he's going to get me another goal. He wasn't even playing. And of course, we all know what happened with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Fernandes again turning up with a goal and maximum bonus points. And we all know what happened with Aubameyang. And Danny Ings again scoring. And I will be getting on to play this specific game regarding informed players, etc., who to be bringing in. But I'm through to the cup. I'm through to the next round of the cup because I knew for fact that Nero FC had Trent Alexander-Arnold, and I'm like, I'm out because of Trent Alexander-Arnold. No, I'm through, and I'm now going to see live why I'm through. Because who did he he captained Martial. Oh, have we got a dead team here? I wonder if we've got a dead team. I wonder. Although Martial did have a good fixture. But as you can see here on screen, McCarthy in goal. It was Trent Alexander-Arnold with the big points. He had Egan, so really it was his differentials in Saiz, who got nothing, got a yellow card, conceded 2 goals, so that's 0 points. De Bruyne did nothing. Is it time to get rid of De Bruyne? We'll find out in a minute. Martial getting an assist. Oh, I thought he scored last night. All right, okay, he got an assist. Phew, that's all right. Grealish doing nothing. Ings, of course, differential, not a differential. Jimenez and Abraham, differentials on me, but only getting their standard assists. Abraham seemed to be the assister, but he's up to 87th in the world. So I've knocked out someone that's 87th in the world. Let's just quickly see my next cup opponent, because I genuinely have no idea who I've got next. Is it another person highly ranked? Because the last person I knocked out was 30. At the time, he was 38th or something. Then he moved up. Or down, I can't remember now. Then I played someone yesterday who's just moved up to... I've completely forgotten now. 87th. Who's this? Number 1 in the world. Let's just quickly find out, because the cup seems to be going really, really well for me at the moment. Ormotto. Here we are. Where's he ranked? Let's find out. 226th. Let's have a look at his team. Pope. Van Dijk. Oh, he's got double Liverpool. Target. Who else is his differentials on me? Grealish, Richarlison, Harry Wilson, Calvert-Lewin. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Very, very good matchup there. Whew, yeah, what a night. And I'll just quickly go over what happened last night, because quite extraordinary. Quite extraordinary what happened last night. I was blown away specifically by Trent Alexander-Arnold, because him again coming out with 3 assists. I mean, there are players in this game that you just have to keep no matter what. Do not sell if they're in your team. Trent Alexander-Arnold is up there with one of them. So, yeah, we started off with Leicester beating Spurs. I was expecting this to be goals galore for both teams, being 2-2. It ended up 2-0. It was Vardy and Maddison with the goals, and only one assist from Pratt. Nothing from Tottenham. However, Lloris is now out for 4 weeks, so are people going to consider jumping on Vorm? That'll be an interesting differential for a goalkeeper, but no, Spurs really worth jumping on. Rarely get clean sheets. Here's the big one. It's the informed team, Man United. As it says here, Rashford blanks again. We had Fernandes scoring. Lindelof, Pogba, Martial and Shaw coming in with the assists here. The bonus going to Fernandes, McGinn and Lindelof. And I'll tell you what, McGinn is another one. If his fixtures are going to turn green, I think I'm going to get McGinn in my team. Probably ahead of Perez, because he seems to be the one man on form at the moment. Another player that's in form at the moment is Buendia. I did say this the other day. His strike partner is back in Pukki. 2 assists for Buendia, 2 goals for Pukki. And someone in chat did say that I should get in Neto for Perez for a -4. I didn't do it. And of course that bit me in the backside. Neto with a goal and an assist. Jota with 2. Jimenez with an assist for that. The bonus with Neto 3, Jota 2 and Pukki with 1. And certainly Buendia and Aston Villa's McGinn are 2 cheap enablers that I'm seriously contemplating in bringing in depending on their fixtures. Oh, this is the big one. And Sane. Is Sane the guy to bring in ahead of Kevin De Bruyne? That is the question, because it's the fact that he's 9.1, 9.2 million. Sane, is he worth the money? Well, at this scoring rate at the moment, hell yeah he is. Sane with 2 goals, Laporte, Bernardo Silva and Sterling. Laporte with an assist, Sterling with an assist and John Stones. Zaha, as mentioned by Bilal in chat earlier, he said, am I going to rage about talking about it? No. I even called it in the predictions. You just know that Zaha's going to score now. But my replacement, Pulisic, did turn up with the goods. But yeah, Zaha, of course, scoring against Man City unbelievably here. But yeah, 5-1. Brilliant result for Man City. Now, it is the main talking point here. Liverpool 3, Everton 0. Mane with 2 goals, Salah with 1, a penalty, and Trent with all 3 assists with a whopping 18 blinking points. And again, you're a very, very lucky individual if you've got both Mane and Salah. Very, very lucky. If you've got one or the other, just stick with them. Don't keep swapping and changing, because it's so obvious that if you bring in one player, they'll get you 1 single-digit return while the other one gets you a double, and then the following week it's the other way round. So just stick with whoever you've got. Although I do like Manchester Reds' way of doing it, just don't have either of them. But yeah, the bonus going to Trent Alexander-Arnold, of course, with 3, Alisson 2, and Mane with 1. Quite an incredible result there. And now, yeah, brilliant result. I was so happy because you know who? John Harris. He had Fabianski, I believe, in his team, or a double up in West Ham defence. I think it was John Harris. But yeah, Snodgrass scoring, another player in form. You've got Snodgrass, you've got Buendia, you've got Neto. All cheap midfielders, but which one do you buy? You just do not know. Snodgrass coming in with Felipe Anderson assist. Phil Bardsley, right at the death. So happy with that. Brilliant result for us. 1-1. So that's 2 draws, 2 1-1 results for Burnley in London. Anderson with 3, Snodgrass 2 bonus, and Bardsley with 1. Newcastle 0. Chelsea 2. A brilliant double for me with Alonso and Pulisic. Yes, I brought in Pulisic for Zaha. Jason mentioned Reece James on the stream. Once again, is it worth doubling up on Chelsea defence? I believe that's 3 clean sheets in the last 4 for Chelsea. So Reece James and Pulisic with the goals. Abraham, the assist machine. I think he's got more assists than Kevin De Bruyne, hasn't he? Or Fernandes. And Willian there. And the reason why I went with Pulisic, in fact, I was going to consider going with Pulisic or Willian. So basically what happened was, the reason why I was contemplating this is that Jason The second I ended my prediction stream yesterday, Jason instantly messaged me and he said, I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I'm doing the exact same transfer of Zaha out and Pulisic in later on. So then I thought, shall I be a clever dick here and actually check out and bring in Willian as a differential to Jason? So I looked at both Willian and Pulisic's returns of late, and basically Pulisic comes out on top. So that's the only reason why I brought in Pulisic. But yeah, Longstaff getting sent off, and I believe he was a substitute in that game as well. Heartbreak for Watford, as you know who, Bournemouth and Harry Wilson. Again, another player. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it's another player. Harry Wilson, Fraser, all of these players, these cheap midfielders, all coming in with the goals or assists. Harry Wilson with the goal, Fraser with the assist, but it was Troy Deeney that opened up the scoring. Again, fantasy football focus, getting the luck in there, but Deulofeu getting 2 yellow cards during the game, and he was sent off. And then Harry Wilson pops up at the death to get an equaliser to make it 1-1. This was the annoying one. Another 1-1 here with Sheffield United and Brighton. Like I said, Mai Egan getting a goal with a Bulldog. I believe it was a free kick. A Bulldog assist there, and Gross opening up the scoring for Brighton, and a Trossard assist. Very frustrating when I heard that Gross goal going, but hey, what can you do? And then finally, Southampton. I'm just going to read it. Southampton stun Arsenal. Meanwhile, Aubameyang keeps his home streak. He's scored in every home game this season. But is his 6 points good enough for Aubameyang owners? Ask Jason. The answer is no, and I really don't think it is good enough, to be honest with you. But again, is he worth selling? I don't know. I don't know. Certainly from my point of view, not with the fixtures that he's got. The question is he worth captaining? No. Bednarak, Ings and Ward-Prowse with the goals. Ward-Prowse, Bertrand with the assists there, and as mentioned, Aubameyang with the goal. Torreira with the assist. So let's just quickly get back to virtual FPL quickly. Let's get back to the game, and let's just quickly look over the Game Week 11 Mini League quickly. Like I say, this is just for people that have started in Game Week 11. Gabriel Diop still continues his absolute dominance at the top there. Aubameyang was his captain. Only 58 points though, not a brilliant week. The main scorers for him, Alonso, Fernandez, Snodgrass, Aubameyang captain, and Jota. They're coming in with a whopping 12 points. FPL defender, miles behind. Now he's about 40 points off. Yeah, he's 30 odd points, 36 points is that off top spot. Getting a 61 point return. It was Alonso. Who has Bardsley in their team? Well done to you. Bardsley, Fernandez, Martial, captain Harry Wilson, Aubameyang and Jimenez getting in the points for FPL defender. And finally, it is someone called Haha. Well, this is where it all bunches up. So between third and fifth, there's only 6 points, and someone called Haha. So Ryan Seachin, unfortunately, you drop out of the top 3 by 1 point. So Haha had Trent Alexander-Arnold, Martial as his captain, Salah coming in, and Aubameyang. The rest of his team absolutely blanked. Like I say, I had a respectable score, but I still just in that middle of the road table. And now I've got a 15-point lead ahead of Lewis's team, who has used his triple captaincy chip again. I haven't used any of my chips since Game Week 11 yet. I wonder if Jason's tempted to on Saturday or Sunday. Wink, wink. I'll give you a proper wink. That's for you, Dale, if you're ever watching. But yeah, there it is, my team there in full with a cracking 74 points. And I do want to say, Anurag, 90 points. Well done to you, pal. But did you play your bench boost? Did you play your bench boost? That's the question. And I don't think you did. Because normally, if you've played your bench boost, it would actually say, but look at your bench. That's nuts. That's absolutely crazy. there with Ward-Prowse 10, Harry Wilson 8 on your bench. Crazy. So his big hitters were Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, Laporte. Bloody hell, Anurag, excellent there. Brilliant for you. 3 defenders all coming in with double-digit returns. Your captain got the same amount of points as Laporte. Snodgrass coming in and Willian. So well done to you and Abraham as well. And Ings. Wow, you had a really good game week. And the thing is for me is that I keep saying this every single game week for me. My team, it's like every single player seems to get points, give or take. Apart from like a couple, I still seem to get red arrows. It's very, very frustrating. So in this case, like Perez, De Bruyne, Henderson, all blanking. Peters, I'm assuming it was Lascelles that came with him with 1 point. But yeah, very, very frustrating indeed. I will be doing a preview for tomorrow's games tomorrow afternoon. Just before James does his Planet FPL Champions League stream, I'll be doing my preview for the upcoming game week 18, which is on Saturday. And I always call the weekend fixtures double game weeks because they all come thick and fast. And yeah, Aston Villa away at Spurs, that looks tempting. Could I bring in Son as a one-off pick? Because who's Man City got? Oh, they're at home to Norwich. I was so tempted to bring in Aguero for Aubameyang and just captain Aguero, but he didn't play. Maybe Kevin De Bruyne at home to Norwich. Who knows? We'll go into detail in that tomorrow. But what I did want to do, now thanks to Fantasy Football Scout, specifically Andy, he did a video. And I just finished watching James from Planet FPL stream. And I just quickly went to look on something on YouTube. I was like, hold on a minute here. Hold on. Scoutcast. It's only 2 minutes long. What's going on here? Well, I can show you. Whether you're aware or not, there's been a slight development in the world of official fantasy football. So here we go. At the meeting of shareholders earlier this week, clubs were united in looking to complete the 2019-20 season, but only when it is safe and appropriate to do so. Completely agree. We want to reassure FPL managers that we will provide further updates on the game when appropriate, and we thank you for your continued patience. We can confirm that any chips that you retain at present, we all know what they are, would remain available for you in the accordance with the game rules. These are exceptional circumstances, and we appreciate the understanding of FPL managers and situation as it continues to evolve. And to be honest with you, I'd probably recommend you go to Fantasy Football Scout and watch there. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm just going to paraphrase Andy, and he's pretty much going to say what I'm about to say anyway, which pretty much confirms to me that it looks like there's probably going to be game week 39, 40, 41, etc., etc. So this Sunday, as you're all aware, is the end of the season. Officially, it's game week 38. So this Sunday is game week 38. Well, obviously that's not going to be happening. Which tells me then that the game is going to have to do something to implement new game weeks to allow the game to continue. Unless they make an announcement that the game is going to close and then they're going to reopen it on like a game week 39. I have no idea. I don't know how easy that would be, or they're just going to add in a game week 39 and just continue this transfer dilemma that everybody seems to be having, burning transfers or making 1 free transfer each week or 2 free transfers each week, whatever. But yeah, certainly it appears that it is going to be multiple game weeks, and people like myself who have got all my chips involved mean that essentially we can just continue as normal. So yeah, we have some form of update from Fantasy Premier League, official Fantasy Premier League. So thankfully that's the case. It's come out before Sunday, which is the main priority. So JC asking, you can't make any more transfers, can you? I don't know. Let's just quickly go into this. I'll just Let's just find out, shall we? Let's just do it live. And right, so transfers here. This is news to me. Yeah, I can make. Yeah, you can make transfers. The question is after this Sunday. After this Sunday. So the question for everybody will be, what will the game do after this Sunday? Well, that's what I mean. I don't know if the game will just shut it off and cancel it. Not cancel it, but you know what I mean. It will just close the game so no one can access it. And then their tech developers, the game developers, whatever, they then implement extra game weeks, while the game is closed down. Or it's already been done and it's just going to go on to game week 39, game week 40, and it's just going to continue until the middle of June or whenever the Premier League decides to turn up, basically, whenever it resumes, which the case will probably be around middle of June at a random guess, to be honest with you. So yeah, there we have it, everybody. There's the game week 17 review, so to speak. I'm looking forward to previewing game week 18 and 19, so stay tuned for that. Like I said, it will be before James's Planet FPL show, so we're talking approximately 1:30ish. I'll be going live to preview game weeks 18 and 19. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know what I'm going to be doing regarding my transfers. We'll come to that tomorrow, but it will certainly be probably getting rid of Perez for one of these players like Snodgrass, Buendia, Harry Wilson, whoever. But yeah, there we have it, everybody. That's the end of the review. Someone's just joined us late. Afternoon, Chelsea Flyer, blimey. Haven't seen that name for a very, very long time. I do want to say to everybody that I do appreciate you guys joining me on these afternoon runs. I know I don't interact with chat. There is a specific reason, because like I say, I want these specific streams to be a bit more formulated and just so I can get through it ASAP. And then when we all go back to normal, then we'll be interacting with chat as we normally would do. What I can say, remember this. Me and Jason are going live on Sunday. I cannot wait. So yeah, me and Jason will be going live covering the games on Sunday afternoon. Also, I will have confirmation of me making a guest appearance on a very large channel. We all know who they are. If you don't know, you don't know. If you watched a certain stream this afternoon, you'll know. But yes, I will be a guest on their show next week. Other than that, all I can say is take it easy, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, just simply hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you are brand new around here, simply hit the subscribe button. Cheers, guys, and see you tomorrow afternoon.